Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here with all of you today. I am extremely grateful to be part of this community where people around the globe are coming together to help, inspire, and empower each other. We're facing a new reality, and with that comes new challenges. And many people are feeling stressed, overwhelmed, their worry, fears begin to come up, feelings of anxiety and depression begin to creep in, feeling isolated and like they're alone. If this is you, please know that we're here together. And my goal is for the next 30 minutes or so to provide you with tools that you can use to help you reduce stress and take better care of your physical, mental, and emotional health. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not talented enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not confident enough. These words were constantly playing in the background. These words have taken root in my childhood and continue to grow throughout the years. These words kept me in the emotional prison of you're not good enough. This emotional prison fueled my inner critic. That inner critic, that voice is constantly comparing yourself to others, that's pointing out your shortcomings and concentrating on the negative things around you. That negative voice that fuels your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and even your self-sabotaging behavior. That inner critic that doubts your ability to grow, to succeed, to overcome any obstacles or challenges that come your way. That inner critic that keeps you in the emotional prison that leads to so much pain. And what you and I have in common is that we cope with pain the best way we can with the tools we have at any given time. For me, that meant bearing all those painful memories and emotions and holding myself to higher standards, pushing harder, trying to prove to myself and others that I was good enough. For some of you, it's turning your pain towards food, hoping that food will make you feel better, hoping that food will fill the voids that that emotional pain is causing. For some of you, it's waking up in the middle of the night, stressing and worrying about all these different things that you cannot control, deepening this unhealthy cycle of stress, overwhelm, and so much more. But the thing is that this type of pain eventually catches up with you, affecting your health, your relationships, and your business. After suffering from chronic pain for over a decade and trying all these different conventional treatments just to get temporary results, I decided to turn into holistic wellness by addressing the physical, mental, and emotional aspects of myself and not just the physical pain. I didn't want to live the rest of my life turning towards medication like I was eating candy just to manage my pain. I'm Adri Kyser, and I believe that physical, mental, and emotional wellness is essential for optimal health, balance, and a life full of purpose. For the past 15 years, I've helped over 4,500 men and women like you achieve anything from reduced stress and pain to increase confidence and better health. I help them step fully into their power, transforming their pain into purpose and their fear into confidence. During my work with my clients, I found 4 key components to long-lasting health, happiness, and fulfillment. And they are: number 1, physical health, how you take care of your body. Number 2, mental wellness, how you perceive the world. Number 3, emotional intelligence, how you experience the world. And number 4, spiritual connection, how you feed your soul. These components are essential if you want to build a life that you can be proud of, if you want to improve your finances, your relationships, and live the life that you always wanted. These are the 4 key components you want to concentrate on. So let's start with step number 1, physical health, building a strong foundation. The mind, body, and emotions are connected. Think of it as a triangle, that when they work together and in harmony, you experience health, happiness, and fulfillment. But when one is out of balance, it will affect the other 2, leading to imbalances and illnesses. When it comes to wellness, I like to build a strong foundation by starting with the physical body, because it's the most tangible thing, is where you're going to see results the fastest. Many people will say that in order to fulfill or to achieve physical health, you have to address your diet and exercise. And I believe that's just part of the equation. There's a lot more than just diet and exercise. I'm here to tell you that in order to achieve physical health or optimum health for your body, you need to find the right type of food and the right type of exercise that are best for you, in addition to implementing self-care practices and stress-reducing practices on a daily basis. The body is a wonderful machine that when it's well taken care of, it will work wonderfully. But when neglected, it will let you know little by little, getting louder and louder until finally it begins to break down, until the symptoms can no longer be ignored. You see, the body remembers everything that you do. It keeps track of everything, from the quality of food that you're eating, from the amount of sleep that you're getting, and how you manage your emotions and stress. And as we know, stress is the number one cause of imbalances and illness in the body. Stress leads to high blood pressure, heart disease, inflammation, pain, depression, anxiety, and so much more. Oftentimes, when you're stressed, your body gets tight, your muscles contract, your breath gets very shallow. And this is called the fight or flight response. It's a survival mechanism that tells you to either fight or flee in order to survive. Unfortunately, many men and women today are in survival mode from the moment the alarm goes off in the morning, to dealing with the kids, with managing work, and all these different challenges that we're facing on a regular basis. And when you are in survival mechanism most of the time, all the body functions that are needed for survival get shut down. Over time, your immune and digestive system begin to weaken, affecting your body's ability to restore, to heal, and cleanse itself. Shelly, one of my clients recently, she was suffering from TMJ. She was having intense chronic neck pain, back pain. She wasn't sleeping, and she was grinding her teeth at night. She has been going to doctors, taking all the medications, trying to do all the things that they prescribed and told her to do. And she noticed that she was taking more medications for the side effects, and eventually she felt like she was no longer herself. Finally, she decided to give me a call and see if I could help. During our time working together, we addressed some aspects of her diets. We implemented some yoga and meditation practices I provided her with. We changed some of the narrative of the story so it was playing in the background. And within 8 weeks, she started to notice a better posture. She was sleeping through the night. She wasn't grinding her teeth, and her pain decreased drastically. She even said to me, "I'm finally smiling. I finally feel like myself again." Suddenly, she has been able to take charge of her physical, mental, and emotional health. I know what many of you are thinking. Great. I know I need to take better care of myself, but I don't have time. I don't have money. I'm stressed. I have all these things coming up. How am I supposed to take better care of myself? Well, my answer is, do not wait for your doctor to tell you that something is wrong or for your body to break down in order for you to think of your health. The Dalai Lama once said, when asked what surprised him the most, he said, "Men surprise me the most because he will sacrifice his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices his money in order to recuperate his health. He's so worried and anxious about the future that he doesn't live in the present. Therefore, he doesn't live in the present or the future. He lives like he's never going to die, and then he dies having never really lived." So here are some things that I can give you to start implementing right away to help you improve your physical health. Number one, take some probiotics. What people don't realize is that your immune system starts in your gut. So when you're eating junk food, when your digestive system gets compromised, your immune system also gets compromised. So probiotics are healthy bacteria that it helps to boost your immune system. Now, not all probiotics are created equal. I like to use a specific brand because it's double capsulated, it's time released, and also has prebiotics and probiotics. What people don't know is that when you buy probiotics that are not time released, that are not double capsulated, or even the liquid form, once they hit the stomach acid, most of the probiotics get killed. So you're not taking this amount that you think you were taking. Number two, something that you can do that's super easy, is one of my favorite things to recommend to my clients, is to what I call morning elixir, is to grab a warm cup of water, squeeze one entire lemon, and add either 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I like the one that's natural, that comes with the mother. The brand name I use is called Bragg's. Why is this so important? Because this is a great way to cleanse your body, to kickstart your digestive system, elimination system. And when you're cleansing your body naturally, you reduce the stress that your body has to go through in order to detoxify. Then number three is to exercise. Yes, we know diet and exercise are key and crucial, but the thing is finding the right diet and the right exercise for you. Not all diets are created equal. Not all exercises are created equal. So for me, my favorite form of exercise is yoga. Why? Because it increases strength, flexibility, stamina, but also gives you the sense of inner peace and calmness. It helps you to manage the mental stress naturally. That's all I have to say about physical health. So let's go to step number 2, mental wellness, what I call also clearing the canvas. I define clearing the canvas as the process of clearing and letting go of negative thoughts and patterns that prevents you from creating a positive mindset moving forward. Unfortunately, many people want to bypass clearing the canvas altogether. They want to achieve better health. They want to lose weight. They want to make more money. They want to grow their business, especially in times of financial crisis. They want to find their soulmate, the perfect relationships, etc. And I'm here to tell you that in order to achieve all of the things, you have to do your inner work. Why? Because what happens on the outside is a reflection of what happens on the inside. The mind is a powerful tool that can create wonderful things or hold you back big time. On average, we have over 70,000 thoughts per day, yet only 10% of those are original thoughts, meaning 90% are repetitions of the thoughts that you had the day before and the day before and so forth. This is why it's so important to become aware of the quality of your thoughts, because your thoughts become belief and beliefs become your reality. What is a belief? A belief is a thought that you continue to think over and over and over. When you continually think of negative thoughts, they become reinforced by negative emotions. These emotions become stress, anxiety, imbalances, and illnesses in the body. This is why it's so important to clear the canvas. Dr. Bruce Lipton says that your beliefs act as filters of how you perceive the world. And he says that even though you cannot change your DNA, you can change your mind. And in doing so, you change the blueprints that are used to express our genetics. How powerful is that? So clearing the canvas gives you the opportunity to realize and become aware of some of these thoughts that are happening. So limiting beliefs are negative thoughts that are constantly running in the background. Oftentimes you don't even know they're happening in the background. That leads to the same behavior, leading you to the same outcome. A perfect example of a limiting belief is, I'm not good enough. Many of you may think or felt once or twice in your life that you're not good enough to fill in the blanks. One of my clients recently asked me, Adri, we've been working on these things for a while, but now that we're facing this new reality, now that we're facing these new challenges, I find myself going back to old patterns, even when I know better. Why is this happening? This is what I call being the hamster wheel. It's having the same thoughts that leads to the same behavior, to the same patterns, leading to the same outcome over and over and over. So one of the things I told this client to do and that you can implement right away is to start a journal practice. And some of you be like, yeah, I know that, it's nothing new. But the thing about journaling is that will help you become aware of the quality of thoughts and emotions that you're experiencing on a regular basis. Awareness is key. You cannot change something you don't know that it's changing. It's like being in a dark room that is dirty, that's messy, that you don't know that it's dirty and messy because the lights are out. But the moment you turn the light on, you're able to see the mess. So this is what awareness helps you. This is what journaling can help you with. But also, Dr. Hansen, in Hardwiring for Happiness, he writes that our brains are hardwired towards the negative. For example, you can have 10 experiences in your life or today, and 5 of them are neutral, 4 of them are positive, and 1 is negative. Chances are that you're going to concentrate on that negative experience over and over and over, and you're going to think about it at least once or twice and before you go to bed. So the good news is that we can retrain our body to concentrate on the positive, and journaling can provide you with that tool. Journaling also, it helps you increase feelings of well-being, it helps you reduce feelings of depression, and it helps to train your brain to concentrate on the good. So I want to give you one simple thing that you can use that you can implement right away, because I believe implementation is key. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, exhale through your mouth, and relax your shoulders, your body. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. Good. Now continue to breathe only through your nose. And I want you to think about one good thing that you have experienced today. And if you haven't experienced anything super positive, then think of a couple of things that you're really grateful for. And as you think of these things, I want you to notice how you feel. Are there any colors that you see? Are there any sensations, any smells? What are you seeing as you feel these feelings of gratitude, or as you experience these positive things coming your way? Make it as real. Feel it, smell it, sense it, hear it. Connect all your senses with this moment. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes, and if you can, just take a couple of notes. Write down what you saw, what you felt, what you heard, your feelings. This will help you anchor this sensation and training your brain to concentrate on the positive. I believe in the power of clearing the canvas so much that I created a workbook for my clients, for the people I work with. This workbook is called Finding Your Bliss Playbook, going from limited to limitless. In this workbook, you will find simple tools and techniques that will help you become aware of some of your limiting beliefs. Whether you have never tried to change these patterns, whether you have tried to change but soon after fell back to old behaviors, or whether you are ready to let go of that inner critic and bring your personal, your professional life to new levels, to experience new relationships, this workbook will help you become aware and start the process of moving forward in life. I want you to picture the day where you wake up in the morning and you're excited and ready for the day ahead. Picture a day where your family, your friends are asking you what you're doing because you seem so happy and healthy. Picture a day where you're living the life that you always dreamt of having. Picture that day. I want to give you additional tools that will help you reduce stress and anxiety. As I mentioned already, journaling is fantastic. Also practicing gratitude, because gratitude will help you transform. It's super simple, yet one of the most powerful practices you can do on a regular basis. So write in your journal things that you're grateful for. Also do your inner work. This will be powerful to help you at the emotional level, at the mental level. Before I go, I want to leave you with a story. I'm from Caracas, Venezuela, and I moved to the US in 1995. And I brought with me all of my favorite things, especially this favorite coat I have, or I had. The thing is that Venezuela is a tropical weather country, so we really don't get cold. And my coat during the winter months here in the US didn't keep me very warm. But I kept wearing my coat. Why? Because I was attached to it. I was attached to what it represents because I was afraid of change. I was afraid of spending money, even when my family offered to buy a new coat for me. Finally, the day came when I had to buy a new coat. And oh my gosh, I don't know why I waited so long because this new coat was warm, was comfortable, it fit me really well. It was exactly what I needed. I'm sure we all have scenes in our life that no longer serve us, but we hold on to it. Maybe because it's what we know. Maybe because we're afraid of stepping out of our comfort zone. Maybe it's because we are attached to the meanings of these scenes. But if you're willing to work on yourself, if you're willing to try something new, if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, just like me and my new code, you can find new levels of warmth, support, strength, and confidence you never thought was possible. Now is your time to put on your new coat. Now is your time to upgrade your health, your relationships, your finances, your business. Now is the time to step into your power and become the person that you know you're meant to be. Now is the time. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching. And I want you to remind you that you're not alone. So you're experiencing any stress, overwhelm, anxiety, depression, please seek help. Now more than ever, the world needs you. And I'm gonna post in the comments the links to the resource I mentioned, the Playbook, so you can access that and start your inner work. If you have any questions for me, please post them below and I'll be happy to connect with you soon. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.